Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Set hunt! Here we go. 180! Wait, hunt! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go. 180! Wait, hunt! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go. 180! Wait, hunt!
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy.
Here we go.
There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
Set! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go. 120! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go. 180! Wait, hunt! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hunt! we go, here we go. Black 80! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Wait, hunt! Here we go. 180! Set hunt! Here we go, here we go. 180! Wait, hunt!
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Right there. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
54, Mike, 54. Ready? Watch,
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Aguilar has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on second down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He released. That awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and 8. Able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Nifty move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On first down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen. That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an off. Start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but quarterback, and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner right there on the coverage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, and the grab by Croft. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Garoppolo now, looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. On the delay, it's Howard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Completes this one to Meredith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing now is Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, a run with Breida. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will do it for this. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Too little, Cupcake.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Let's go.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go. Ready?
Exit. Two times.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McKinnon, 85 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo, 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dee Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Allen off the play fake. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. .49-yard punt, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He just roll on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. His throw is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert third down, and it sets up first and goal. At the very least, they get the tackle, keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for a line, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Back to the throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Deep Samuel was the receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Brewster. Down at the 2. Through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A lot of guys on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. On third down, a run from Breida. And across the goal line, in the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 5. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it first and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Black 80! 13!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.